It's time for a Humans in Tune conversation with Darren on 93.9 Mike FM.
And good morning, friends and neighbors. It's Darren with you here, just a little after 11. It is time for another Humans in Tune segment, and today I'm excited. I got Marcus Mast. He is a professional bull rider. He is coming to St. Louis this weekend for an exciting event. We're going to talk about the event. We're going to talk to Marcus, and I appreciate you being here. Feel free to engage in the comments here on the Facebook Live in real time if you'd like. You can also leave a comment, and we'll get back to you later if you're so inclined. But good morning, Marcus. It's a pleasure to have you with me today via Zoom, man. Thanks.
Hey, good morning to you as well, and thanks for having me.
You bet. Yeah, it's an exciting weekend coming up this weekend. To get it just right off the bat, it's the PBR St. Louis Invitational, presented by Cooper Tires, and it's the Unleash the Beast Tour, which the name in itself implies this is going to be an exciting weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday. You can get your tickets right now if you go to pbr.com, or you can go to ticketmaster.com as well. But grab those tickets. There's still some good seats available, but not many left. I was looking this morning. My dad's going on Sunday, and I thought, maybe I'll surprise him and show up. And I'm like, man, I'm going to have to sit way far away from where he's at. So tickets are going quick. But Marcus, professional bull rider, you're 27 years old. When did you what got you into bull riding?
Oh man, I used to actually play a couple other sports, and I had a buddy of mine that used to ride bulls, and I went to rodeos with him when I could, and played my other sports when I had those games. And I told him one day that I want to try this once, and yeah, we're 10 years down the road, and we're still doing it. We ain't playing any of the other sports anymore.
Yeah, well, I would imagine that once you dip your toe into bull riding and catch that addiction, some other things are just not going to seem as exciting anymore.
No, it's definitely, once you try it the first time, you're either definitely going to love it or you're going to hate it, and it's definitely not for everybody. And I used to play football, so this was a little notch up, and football's really the only other sport that I still get the urge to want to go and play it every now and then. But
well, you're going from 240-pound linebackers to 2,400-pound bulls, so it's a little size difference in what's tossing you around on the field of play, so to speak. But
yeah,
and I know everybody knows bull riding, especially bull riding, will take a toll on your body. What kind of training regimen? What do you do to stay in shape to be able to compete?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely takes a toll on your body, and if you don't work out on a regular basis, just doing simple things as stretches, stretch out your legs, stretch out your back, and keep that working properly, it'll definitely start building up a lot worse on you. And a lot of guys do yoga, and that'll help you. And for me, I just do nice little warm-up stretches and go running for a little while, and it seems to help a lot.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of the injuries are sprains and strains and things like that, like you said, for that reason, because you're not ready to bend that way yet. So getting stretched out and staying flexible is important.
Especially as far as like the strains, the sprains, obviously there's not really any working out stuff you can do to prevent that. But as far as the strains, your muscle strains, you do use a lot of muscles that you don't use for anything else. And you gotta stretch them out and kind of prepare them for that purpose, to make yourself a little bit more flexible, and it makes it a little bit easier on the landings, and not quite as hard on your body if your body's prepared for it.
Right. Well, it's, of course, nobody likes to see anybody getting injured doing that. But it's a rough sport. Like you said, it's a love it or you're going to hate it. And I think that's what keeps it exciting for those of us who are like, hell no, I'm not getting on the back of that bull. To see you guys and these elite athletes, that are out there doing this thing. It's amazing. Again, the PBR event coming up this weekend in St. Louis at the Enterprise Center. Somebody paying attention right now, they want to go. It's the first time they're ever going to a bull riding event put on by PBR. What do you think they can expect? What can a first-timer expect at an event like this?
It'll be a lot of loud music. For first off, it'll be a couple loud fireworks right off for the intros, and then it'll be it could be some wild wrecks or wild rides. We never know. I mean,
Right.
you never know 100% what to expect, and hopefully there's no wild wrecks. Hopefully there's only wild rides. But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, action packed 2 nights full of a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think it's cool too that you got 2 days, so folks who can't make a Saturday night and come Sunday evening and enjoy it as well. Sunday, 2 full days of excitement. Again, tickets right now at PBR.com. So you're a team rider. You're on the PBR team, the KC Outlaws, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the 2022 Team Series Championship that all just wrapped up back at the beginning of November. Just dipping our toes into the 2023 season as it kicks off. According to PBR.com, you're at 131 for your 2023 world rank. You got points on the board already for this season. It's going to be an exciting year. What are you looking forward to as you look towards this 2023 season, or what do you think's on deck for this season?
Just keep doing what I've been doing and try and ride every bull that they run in under me, and just try my best to be in the top 5 or 10 in the world at the end of the season.
Yeah. Well, you got to be, is it 30th or higher or something like that to get into the World Championship event at the end of the year, something like that?
Yeah, well, being since it's the beginning of the season, it's only the second event of the season. The world standings just all started over, so we're still basing it off of the team series for these first 4 events, and then after that they'll take the top 30 to the Unleash the Beast series, and whoever ain't in the top 30 has got to fight for their shot to get inside that top 30.
Right. So these earlier events are really pretty big as far as where your placement's going to be when it comes time for them to start looking at those individual standings.
Yeah, they're crucial. You're starting the season over. You ain't got no points, and you gotta get your Bulls road and gotta get some points on the board. And I mean, even after these 4 weeks are over, it's still you got to keep doing your job, or you ain't gonna have a job up there very long.
Yep. And you're on the protected roster for the Outlaws when you look at the team standings, and that I guess for equivalence in the football sense means you're a starter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What does it mean for you? You started out, like I said, 8-9 years ago. What does it mean for you now to be at the level that you're at professionally?
Oh, it's a huge blessing for sure, and when I first started riding bulls, I never thought that I'd be at where I'm at today, and it's an awesome thing for sure. Yeah. And it's just to think about how many guys out there that would like for a shot to be at this level, and just a simple thing as they might not believe in themselves that they have the ability or they have what it takes to be there, or they can't do it.
Marcus is lost in time to technology. We'll give you a sec, see if it comes back connected here.
There we go. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, who knows? We're back. Anything can happen on a Humans in Tune segment right here. It's no big deal. We'll make it work. And you're right. It takes such a dedication to it, but it really takes a lot of self investment to get to that level that you're at. To be able to, rise above it. We have a pretty great little rodeo down here in Sykeston, Missouri that runs every August, and it's always a lot of fun to see how that goes with everybody. Some great riders in that, and it's just like any other professional sport. If you want to be that elite level athlete, you just have to put everything into it that you can.
And that's for sure. I mean, just simple as example as your NFL players, or the NBA players, you can't go in it with a 50% work ethic or whatever. You got to go in it with 100% work ethic, and if you expect to be at the top.
Yep. Yeah, there's definitely an X factor to it. You've got to have that piece of you that makes you want to do it. And you can make some big bucks doing it too. I mean, you can get your butt whooped, but you can make some decent money while you're at it too. And, as far as what's on your radar for the future, what do you hope to, see happen over the next year?
Just keep doing what I'm doing, and it's only going to get bigger and better from here on out. And just try to work harder at it every day than
Yeah.
work harder at it tomorrow than what I did at it yesterday.
Random, unrelated question. What's on your Christmas list for this year? What's your big Christmas want item?
Oh, I'm not sure how to answer that question. I got most times I got everything I guess that I need. I guess I don't know about the want, but
Hmm.
um, I try to not want anything. I try to be thankful for everything that I have.
Yeah. Amen to that. Amen to that. And, we talked a little bit before we jumped on air. You got a wife, you got kids. You got to take care of the family. What do they think about what Dad does for a living?
Oh, they love it as much as I do, and they sure every chance they get, we try to travel together. Like this weekend, it's only 6 hours, so they'll get to come with me, and it's normally kind of hard for when we got a ways to travel. If we got, say, like last weekend, we were in Tucson, Arizona. That's 27-hour drive from here, so I'm probably not going to drive, but I'm probably going to fly. So
Yeah.
normally if I fly, they have to stay at home, and it's definitely tough on the kids for Dad to be gone all weekend. So,
Oh, no doubt.
but yeah, my wife's one of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest fans, and honestly, she's one of my biggest helpers on basically being a coach for me during the regular season. When we don't have a coach, and even during the team season. If me and my coach can't figure out what I did or what I need to do different, and she'll be able to throw in a different aspect to it and help me out as well.
That's excellent, man. To have a team like that backing you up sounds like a pretty good way to go. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's definitely awesome. It's not something everybody gets to do.
Nope, it is not. We're glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're doing it, and it's not me because like I told you, we raise cattle. I'm used to getting bumped in the stalls when we're sorting, and that's about as deep as I go. I'm not jumping on the back of any of them. I think I did that once when I was about 12, and that was the last time. So there you go. But, well, folks,
Man.
I appreciate you being with us. This is Marcus Mast. He's a professional bull rider. He's going to be in St. Louis this weekend at the Enterprise Center for the PBR St. Louis Invitational. You can get your tickets right now. You can go to PBR.com. You can go to Ticketmaster and get them there as well. But don't sleep on it. Grab your tickets. This weekend's event is going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's for the whole family. Bring the whole crew with you, and you can see Marcus do his thing along with the other professionals that are out there whooping it. And we look forward to seeing where you go this season, man. It's going to be an exciting one. And, now we've kind of come out. And that was something else I was going to ask before we disappear. Looking back at your record, you had a couple of really strong years during the COVID time. It seemed like a really good series for you. Any particular reason for that, or just a big year?
Probably because I was probably the most healthiest throughout those seasons. I had there for a little while. I was dealing with dislocating my riding thumb. Every time I'd ride, I'd dislocate it, and it was kind of a tough one to get through. I had to try and figure something out to keep it from dislocating, because every time I think I dislocated it like 4 times, and every time I thought it was healed back up, I'd just re-dislocate it, and it was a little harder to keep my hand shut when I couldn't use my thumb very much.
Oh yeah, no doubt. What separates us from the monkey bull riders, right? Is that opposable thumb? So.
Oh, shoot.
Well, again, we look forward to this season. We look forward to seeing where you go, and best wishes for a lot of success this year, my man.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. It's Marcus Mast. He is our guest today on this Humans in Tune. I encourage you guys, again, to get those tickets at PBR.com. And you can go on there and you can read about Marcus, too, and you can go Facebook stalk him if you feel creepy enough. But appreciate you being here, Marcus. We'll have another Humans in Tune soon. Stay tuned to 93.9 Mike FM on Facebook and on air to find out when and where the next interview will be. It's been another Humans in Tune segment. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for catching this Humans in Tune conversation with 93.9 Mike FM. Find previous interviews on our Facebook page, or you can listen via our podcast at 939mikefm.com.